So if you're watching this video, you're probably new to marketing and saw a lot of people talking about Facebook ads and how they work. You being curious got on YouTube and clicked on this video to understand how you can advertise on Facebook. So let's talk about why Facebook gained such a massive appeal. Well, the first is that there are tons of people on Facebook. There is about 728 million people, daily users on Facebook. Second is that it's been working for years. Lots of people have been marketing on Facebook for years and it's been working for them and they've seen a lot of success. The third is that you can market on Instagram, WhatsApp, and messengers. So you have three different platforms you can advertise in just from using Facebook. So compared to other social medias, Facebook seems like it's the best option for getting more sales and traffic to your website. But the massive downside is that there's a lot of businesses on Facebook who are competing for customers as well. And the bigger business are spending a lot more money to get the same customers that you're looking for. So you get outbid by them. But if you're still interested in learning about Facebook ads and still want to run, then keep watching. So the first thing that you need to know are the types of levels in a Facebook ad. The first is the campaign level, which is basically what the objective of that ad is. The campaign groups everything, the ad set, the ads all in one. And it's basically, what is your objective with that ad? Are you trying to go for cold traffic, warm traffic? Are you trying to get more sales, get more purchases, get more add to carts, get more engagement? You decide all of that on the campaign level. The second level is the ad set level, which is basically who are you targeting? Are you targeting a certain, like what certain demographic are you targeting? Which certain country are you targeting? Just specific things about who you're targeting to know who your audience is. The third is the ad level, which is basically in what way am I trying to reach them? Are you trying to reach them through video, carousel posts, those gallery type of posts, or just a regular post? It depends however you want to reach them. So if we look into campaign, there are three types of campaigns you can run. The first is cold traffic, then warm traffic, then retargeting. And an extra one that you could add is testing. So for this, you should have 6 campaigns in total. 3 to 6 campaigns is recommended because one or two campaigns for high ticket items and then the rest for your medium and low ticket items. So one important thing that you want to remember when running Facebook ads is that simplicity is the best on Facebook. The simpler you make it, the better. The easier it is for you to monitor your analytics, and also the easier it is to get more traffic. So moving on to ad sets. One product should have 3 ad sets. And if we look at a funnel, it has 3 main things: cold targeting, warm targeting, and retargeting, which is basically campaign. The campaign is a funnel. You take people from your cold to your warm to your retargeting, where you retarget them over and over for them to buy more and become returning customers. So some key things that you should know is custom conversion. So basically when someone clicks on your URL, either from the post, the ad that you made, it'll be counted as the click to go to the website. The next is standard event, which is basically a small piece of code, which is called a pixel on Facebook, that Facebook gives you that pixel to add to your website in the back end of it. And it'll be able to track like micro stuff, like amount of purchases, amount of add to carts, and so on, stuff like that, which pages people stopped at, and different things that give you more data to use to retarget or advertise to your customers. The next is KPI, which is key performance indicator. It's basically what should you optimize the campaign for. You want to optimize your campaign for a specific thing. Don't spread it out on different things. So for example, like we said, campaign for specifically cold traffic will have a different ad that you would run compared to warm traffic, because people who are cold traffic, they don't know anything about your store. So you have to present your product as a more of a solution to whatever problem they may have, compared to warm traffic where they've already seen your stuff, and so all you have to do is just market it again in a different way that makes them know that the product will help them with the problem that they're trying to solve. The next is CPM, which is how much it costs for you to reach 1,000 people. So CPM shows you, just like it says, how much money you have to spend to reach 1,000 people for them to see your ad. Next is the relevance score. It is a score that's based on your engagement. So basically 1 would be the worst, 10 would be the best. It will show you how your ad is performing. So a few extra secret tips that you should know is that you should invest in your page. What this means is that your account, your business account or whatever account you're running this on, whether it's your Facebook or Instagram account, you should invest in the likes on that page and the engagement on that page. The more engagement you have, then whoever clicks on your social media when they see your ad, because sometimes they want to see if the business is creditable and actually legit, so they'll check out your social media and what people are saying about you. And you want to have a good social media. You don't want to have like 0 followers, 0 engagement on your posts, because then they will feel like it's a bit sketchy. Next is to set up an autoresponder, which is basically it'll send a quick like message to them saying that they should email you if they have any questions or need customer support, or that it gives them insight on a product maybe, or it gives them the best recommended product, something like that, that will help ease their journey when it comes to purchasing an item. The next is to set up comment moderation, which is basically on your Instagram or social media, you make sure that only the good comments are showing up and that nobody's saying something like extremely bad about your product. You want to leave some bad comments because if people see it's all good and like 5 stars and stuff like that, you're gonna feel like, okay, it's obviously fake and they bought those engagements and stuff like that, and you don't want that. So some tips for your ads is that don't make it look like an advertisement, because people don't like ads. If they see it's an ad and they know it's an ad, they'll just go over it, and you're losing money from that impression. Second is to learn to write better copy. You want to make sure that your copy is good and it actually gets people's attention and they actually stop to read whatever the copy is. The third is to keep your ads simple. You want to make sure that your ads super minimal and basically just make it like a regular Facebook post that most people would see. You don't want it to be too graphical, because then people will know it's an ad. You want to keep it all simple. A short video or a simple image and some text. The next tip is that you shouldn't necessarily be using images that you find online from like Unsplash or Pixabay, because they still look like ads, some of them. If you find a picture that doesn't look like an ad, then you could use it, but for some of those they do look like ads, and you want to stay away from anything that looks like an ad. So a bit more insight for ad set level is that you should only set it for one interest, which is an interest is basically what that ad is going to show. Like, what people are interested in. Are people interested in food? Are they interested in cars? You could pick the interest that your ad will pop up on. So the people who are interested in, let's say, cars, they will see your ad. Next is to optimize it for purchase. Because like the point of the ad is to get people to purchase your product. So optimize your ad for purchase. Third is to make sure that detailed expansion is off. It'll basically start adding more interests on top in order to scale. You don't want to do that right now, because right now you just want to test to see if the ad works first. So the fourth thing is placements. If the ad is new and it doesn't have a lot of data yet, then don't do this yet. Just run it on Instagram and Facebook Reels. Instagram and Facebook. But if your ad is like successful and has a lot of data, then you can turn this on, and what it'll start showing it on the different platforms that Facebook has. So Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, messengers, and all the different platforms it has. Okay, so some more key terms that you should know is unique CTR, which is basically the percentage of people who see your ad and click through to the site. This should be 2% or above. The next is CPC, which is cost per click. You want this as low as possible, because this is how much you're going to have to pay Facebook whenever someone clicks on that link on your that you placed on your ad. The next is CPP, which is cost per purchase, which is basically, yeah, how much does it cost you to get someone to purchase an item from your store. And last is ROAS, which is return on ad spend. You want this, of course, to be as high as possible. This is how much you're gaining back from what you spent on that ad. So metrics that you need to understand are break-even ROAS. This is basically that you're breaking even, and when you break even, then whatever is above that is the profit you're going to make. And you want that, of course, to be high. You want to break even from how much you spent on the ad. That's the only thing you need to know. And it should be somewhere from 1 to 1.7 as your break even ROAS. Next is AOV, which is average order value. This is self-explanatory, which is what's the average that one customer pays. Last is WCR, which is website conversion rate, which is basically how much traffic is coming into your site. And you, of course, want this as high as possible. So hopefully you've understand how Facebook ads work, how to run your own ads, and what to look for when analyzing your ads and setting it up. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and check out this video here. Thanks for watching. Bye.